So earlier this year, RSA was the target of a major cyber attack. Now this is a pretty big deal because RSA is a big supplier of information security for a large part of the IT industry. So we support the government, Department of Defense, and the White House. We support lots of, actually most of Fortune 500 companies, huge amount of online banking, tens of millions of users. Probably you all use in one form or another, use our sorts of technology. And so if we think about an attack on RSA, this is an attack on all of us as customers. So we were fortunate that we detected the attack early on. We've gone through a huge amount to avert the implications of the attack. And there are a number of lessons that we've learned about this attack that we've all learned that I wanted to share just very briefly with you today. So first of all, the primary issue is that intellectual property theft is at epic proportions, and it's growing, and no one is immune. Right? If it could happen to RSA, it could happen to every single organization in this room, and it's something to be very aware of. The primary issue here is that the attackers are focused not just on technology, but there are people at the other end of the wire. So this is people versus people, and they're pretty smart groups, and if they try one attack and that doesn't work, they'll go to something else. So it's very complicated to defend ourselves. And in fact, in particular, there's the issue that these attackers have far better information intelligence. They know far more about us than we know about them. And this is really the underlying issue, the thing we need to fix, is that the defenders need to share more information among all of us to be able to better defend ourselves. And so just very briefly, I'll talk about some of the barriers with respect to protecting ourselves and sharing that information. So there are technical issues, there are legal issues, and political issues. On the technical side, we need some good standards out there. There's a lot of proprietary work, and we need to break down the barriers so that all different kinds of organizations can have interoperable sharing of information, of this kind of intelligence. The second issue, in terms of the legal topic, there's requirements in terms of a common federal breach law, as an example, and also dealing with challenges around liability and antitrust. So to make it easier for organizations to be motivated to share that information. And finally, there are the political issues. There's the fact that oftentimes we think about this in national terms, one particular country versus another. And especially in this group, it's really important to think about this internationally. It's something that we all need to view, and we all need to look at ways to cooperate together. So this is something I think, just in summary, I think it's hugely challenging. It's going to take a long time to address. It's critical for all of us to think about it and work on it together. But it's an important part of what it's required to make this the whole cyber world, safe and stable for us all to use.